Good morning. This is Cecil and Blues. Welcome to the Wildstar Weigh-In. The story in Wildstar is told from many perspectives. I'd like to look at what could be the deepest layer of this story, its foundation. Through the collection of data cubes, you will be introduced to the Eldan and start to learn what they were doing on Nexus and what happened to them. Today I'd like to talk about just the first handful of zones, and what we can learn about the Eldan from them. Through the data cubes scattered throughout the first 20 levels of play, we are introduced to 9 Eldan. These Eldan are divided into 6 orders, and are overseen by the Archon. The Archon's name is Jareel. He is the leader of the Eldan, or at the very least, the Eldan on Nexus. He is hopeful and focused. Most of his entries discuss how things will affect the project, which in his eyes will allow the Eldan to quite literally save the universe. Beneath the Archon is the Order of the Watchers. This order appears to police the other orders. While it is implied that there are multiple members of this order, we are only introduced to Ionis. He is portrayed as a cautious and pragmatic individual, a voice of reason with the ear of the Archon. It is unclear what the hierarchy is of the remaining 5 orders, so I'll go ahead and start with the Order of the Shapers, represented by Corral. In the data cubes, the Shapers appear to be responsible for terraforming or creating Nexus. Corral frequently talks about geology, its uniqueness on Nexus, and the implications that will have for the project. The Order of the Weavers, represented by Avil, appears to be responsible for the primal energies that infuse Nexus. Avil frequently discusses using this energy to empower creatures on Nexus or to create powerful elemental constructs. The Order of the Evokers is a mystery to me. Eliona is the voice of this order, and in her 6 entries across these 12 zones, she does not discuss the purpose of her order aside from once mentioning that she is conducting surveys on the OS1 cities. So far, her entries focus on what appear to be her misgivings about the Nexus project and the internal conflict she experiences as a result. The Order of the Makers, on the other hand, is pretty clear. They are responsible for the machines and technology on Nexus. 2 scientists are represented so far, Zarkonis and Vorian. There is a rivalry between the two, and neither appear to be particularly noble, though Vorian appears to be willing to break protocols to get the results he desires, while Zarkonis plays by the rules. The bulk of the information presented about the Makers revolves around the attempt to perfect the augmentation process. Zarkonis' technique involves injecting nanites into subjects, and over time, this strengthens them. Vorian, on the other hand, prefers to directly replace organs and limbs with cybernetic parts. It appears this process has created unstable results in its early stages. The Order of the Progenitors focuses on biological perfection through genetic manipulation, and they seem to look down on the Order of the Makers because of the abominable things that they are doing to the species that they have crafted. 2 competing scientists appear in the data cubes so far. Omna, a kind-hearted individual who seems to cherish all of her creations, seeking their survival and marveling at the beauty and power of nature. Conversely, Nazarick seems concerned only with violence and carnage. Most of his entries focus on how impressed he is with a particular creature's ferocity, or how he's improved a species to make it more vicious. Omna frequently expresses her distaste for Nazarick's methods. who, for his part, sees Omna as weak and sentimental. When a member of an order discusses another order, it's usually with contempt or disdain. In the orders with multiple representatives, they don't seem to respect each other very much either. If something went wrong on Nexus, I think we are seeing the cause of it in this clash of egos. Ionis of the Watchers seems concerned about this, but the Archon Jareel seems unconcerned, or possibly even unaware, as he is so focused on getting results with the Nexus project. This is the core story on Nexus. It is only just beginning, as the two factions, Dominion and Exiles, intersect in the contested zones, Whiteveil, Farside, Wilderun, Malgrave, and Grimvault. You will discover dozens more data cubes. Nexus is a matter of record, and these data cubes contain its history. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Wildstar Weigh-In. If you feel so compelled, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. It helps out the channel quite a bit. You can expect a new episode of the Weigh-In weekly, so if you enjoyed it, you can subscribe to the channel so that you are alerted when the next episode goes live. I am also producing exploration guides, so if you're missing any data cubes, journals, or tales from beyond the fringe, you can check those out. Once again, thanks for tuning in. I hope you have a great day.